EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot.
Let's go. 50, wait, it's just me. It's just me and you.
From the gun, it's Locke. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
One of the advantages of zone defenses, I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough.
And the Raiders have got him. Takk McKinley. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Locke. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
To Todd Gurley.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Here we go. Set. 60 out. 2 fellas, let's go. 44 Here we go.
On third and long, it's Locke. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And all the way down to the 5. It's a big play there for Vegas.
First down.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. They'll run with Henry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it?
Raiders.
They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He'll look downfield for Waller. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Henry. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
It's our time. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. He can't hang. He's wrong. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. He runs. Go! Back two's the mic. Back two.
Locke gonna go on 4th down, escaping the pressure right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Broncos unable to to convert here on fourth. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing his car on third down. He's airing it out for Williams. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Derrick Henry taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's second down.
To try again after the sack. Carr got some room at the 30. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
First down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether they expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
The 8-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Got one. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. Delta.
Lock now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And that's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Lock. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Locke. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. On play action, Locke rolling to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Judy complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Play action. Now it's Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And that is incomplete here.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Flushed out right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up. And also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Carr now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Right back to Waller. He's got it this time. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
15. 1st down, Raiders.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That is caught at the 7. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Eluding the pressure, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown,
Derek Carr, as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
For the point after.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. Oh, look at the strength.
No.
Derrick Henry all alone. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
It's a gain of 56 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He'll find Williams on the slant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First down.
Carr now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Carr's pass.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Third down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off with great anticipation. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
At their own 9-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They look to throw. It's Locke. That'll be taken in by Anderson. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and that's a touchdown. But hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Lock to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. And that'll make it third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
At the 28-yard line.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw it is Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll give Henry another shot. And this time he is in. Derrick Henry with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
The score, Broncos 28, Raiders 21. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
The 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Carr. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Jacobs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards. And a Raider first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The Broncos.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Locke. And his throw here's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
On 3rd down, Locke. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. this week, a big yes.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. And the Raiders have got him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Mike Fofo. I got you. 44, Mike, 44. Defense wins championships, baby.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And no, it's incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And now here is another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Brandon McManus, the kickoff for Denver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
39-yard line.
Locke working out of the gun. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. After the sack on 1st down, Carr, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
At the Raiders' 47-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw is Locke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Play action. Now it's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now Carr. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now it'll be interesting to see how they respond as a team, because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go. I want to see if they're going to continue to fight, scratch, claw, do whatever to try and get as many wins as possible, even if it doesn't reach their stated number.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.